I'm Tracy, Grief Support Manager at Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, and today we're speaking from the Anita M. Turner Center, and you happen to be seeing one of our grief support rooms, and this is a room where we provide family grief support. And we decided here at Fairhope that we would offer some tips for the community and their grief needs. We find that the winter months are times of great difficulty for folks. And we know that that's because we don't have as much sunlight. We feel trapped in our houses with the cold weather and snowy weather. So today I'd like to talk to you about one area of support. We often hear people say when a loved one is declining in health, maybe has to move to a care facility, or a loved one has died. I often hear, I don't know what to do with my loved one's stuff. And so here are some tips that we can give you on what to do with stuff. One thing I want you to know is that there are people in your world who will want to help you through your grief. And in a sense, sometimes they will try to fix it for you. And what they'll do is they'll come in and try to move things or belongings or stuff before all family members are ready. So here are some suggestions to help with that process. First of all, before you go and remove anything in a house, make sure you take pictures or video of the room the way that it looks. Because we tend to remember events and situations by the place that we are. Our emotions are tied to our sight. And so if you can take a picture of the living room or your husband's favorite chair or grandma's favorite hobby area, that will help people to remember those emotions before items get moved. The other thing that we see happens is we don't want to forget those moments that we spend with people. So sometimes we feel like we're almost obligated to hang on to the stuff. But what we really want are the memories and the emotions. So if you take the pictures, you take the video, you can look at it, find out if that video or the photograph brings back the story to you. If it brings back the story, then you can give yourself permission to give that item away or to share it with a family member. You may not need to keep everything. You may also find that there may be one or two items that you need to hold on to because as you touch it, you can think of the shared experiences that you had. The other thing we want you to know is that when you go and you move something in the house, always ask other family members if it's okay to move it. Because what ends up happening is, well, that chair that your husband or your wife sat in brings you pain as you're sitting there at home. To the grandchildren, it might bring comfort. So if you move the item before family members are ready, what they think inside is, oh, they're trying to get rid of grandma or grandpa, which is not what's happening. You're trying to bring a place of peace for yourself and move something that's causing pain, but they find it to be comfort. So always ask somebody, is this something that you need to stay there? If it is, then you can work and decide, does it need to stay there or can it get moved? Can you have a picture of it? One story I had is a grandpa had a walking stick and it always sat by the door. Well, that became very painful for his wife after he died, but the grandson always looked at the walking stick when he came into the house. So when we talked, I suggested that the grandson take a picture of the walking stick, leave it in that place for a week, see if that helped. The picture was enough. And then the grandma was able to move the walking stick so that she did not have to see that and feel the emptiness of her husband not being there. The other thing that we suggest is when you're looking at moving items, don't look at it as I have to make a decision today. Decide what you think you want to keep, what you want to give away, and create another pile. And we call that the 3-month pile. Go back and look at it in 3 months. Then at that 3-month mark, ask yourself again, do I need to keep it? Can I give it away? Or do I need to give it another 3 months? Give yourself permission to wait and help yourself through the process. Again, everybody will want to come and try to help you with this, mainly because they want to take away your pain. But we have to make sure that when they're doing this, they're not inadvertently causing pain. So make sure you let people know where you feel with this stuff. We encourage you to definitely take those pictures, take the photographs. We have heard from many folks that that makes a tremendous difference. And also to let you know that here at Fairhope, we are your community grief provider and grief support provider. If you need some support, we offer the services free of charge in our grief center on the grounds of Fairhope's Pickering House at the Anita M. Turner Center. and you can reach us at 740-654-7077. And we always want you to remember that here at Fair Hope, we believe in celebrating life. Thank you, and we will have more next week.